Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Shadow Empire, episode number 15 in this first preview beta version. You know the deal by now. Oh, I'm really excited about this. So I think we're pretty much at the end of this turn. I haven't even really checked, I just kind of scanned everything. I did check in my personal playthrough. I conquered a new place and I couldn't change the zone on the turn I conquered it, so that's just the way it is. So we can conquer those things very quickly. Also, when I was doing that test game, just to see if everything was working in this one, you do have to hire we do have to hire juniors to occupy these governments. So I think I'm going to go ahead and recruit two. One here. We'll just get them both, because we're probably going to want... I might even recruit a military, so a commander from one of the units serving you, or a mercenary. I might even recruit a mercenary because we're going to need a lot of... I think we're going to need a lot of people in the upcoming days. One of the things I want to do is actually get this city started. So we've actually started to collect a fairly sizable number of colonists. That means if we do start a new city anywhere, we can just immediately dump them into that city. It'll be a very small city. It'll take a long time to grow. But if we do occupy this area and all these little towns come under our control, I mean the new zone's control, I think the population will actually grow pretty quickly. So we'll see about that. I don't think there's any other movement we can do. We're on movement mode, yes. So it's good that we have a lot of people in the town, because I think that one of the things that's about to happen is we're about to have some unhappy people. You can see that, oh my goodness, a lot of the places here have a lot of damage. Completely inoperable at 200, and that's at 221. So it's going to take a while for these things to get better. Now, thank God we have population happiness 100. It's not that I just don't think it'll stay at 100. It's not just that I think it'll go down a little bit. This is going to plummet. I mean, it's a change of regime. They're extremely happy to be liberated, but there's just these vocal minority that I'm sure is not representative of anything. Anyways, Whiteland will disappear. I think we should take all the land that they hold next turn. I mean, it should be ours. Likewise with Flag or Light State, all that should go to the new Flag Peak. So, really looking forward to this next episode. To this next turn. So I want to just refresh my memory on the. So we have the Armored Grenadiers, which, like I said, the only downside is that they have artillery, and that is cool from one perspective, but then at the same time also not, because then you have artillery that is going to attack, and it might... There's at least in Advanced Tactics Gold there was a attack from behind type, behind the lines or behind the front lines status, and I think that artillery did that. They might have been one of the few units, like trucks. Trucks would not charge forward if you had a unit with trucks. They would stay behind the lines, so they would be in the reserves. And artillery was also supposed to be in the reserves while also still providing its combat contributions. Now, the fact that this is artillery, I guess, yeah. The fact that they still have movement points is kind of cool. We could start going and grabbing. I mean, the sky's the limit now. We're going to see a huge influx. Let's just actually get to the next turn, because there's going to be a lot that's going to be happening. Oh, and that's one other thing that I'm going to do. I'm actually going to not show you guys the turns as they're being resolved, because things are going to start to get a little bit longer. That's just my experiences as the game goes on. We end up having longer term resolutions. So what I'm going to do instead, by the way, we are constructing the... Are we constructing the... Yeah, we're constructing the train station, which is good. We're going to need that. Honestly, as much as we can, I might even try, I'm sure that this is not possible, but Sealed Road, this is going to take 2,000 IP. Now you see why you can't go over the ding-dong roads. It's just impossible. So we could put, let's see, how much low mountains? Yeah, we got two things of low mountains there. We might have to build like a road upwards. I think I'm actually going to go with my original plan, which was to do something like this. Oh man, it actually works out perfect. We'll just have to go over this river, which will be annoying, but we'll just connect perfectly to this road right here. So that's going to be the plan. We're going to connect right there. This is the hex which I'm targeting right now. It's exactly 6 plus 6, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's exactly the perfect distance away from Caliban range. It's also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it could actually be bumped 1 hex further. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I think that this hex, either of these two are good choices. I guess it just depends then on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it just depends on how we want the road to connect. And I guess I'll just have one road going here and I'll have the city here. That seems fine enough to me. Unless there's a reason why 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the limit. So right here. 6. That's kind of perfect. I think I'll put it right there. We're gonna cover from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This whole line is gonna be covered. So we'll probably have eventually like another city over here somewhere, considering this is all vacant territory. Who knows? There might be some minerals. Anyways, the 6. This is like civilization, city planning. It's reminding me a lot of that. I don't think we need to do anything else. Let's just end the turn. But expect big things this turn. I suspect that we're going to have a lot to do. Oh, okay. Well, I'll take a cut and I'll see you back in a sec. Good lord. 10 decisions and 73 reports. We're still under this fanaticism, so this is going to take a long time to finish. Another 30 turns. We conquered Omicron. These are some really funny animations, but I just love them. I love them in some really goofy way. There's been several complaints about the art style, and, you know, I hear you. This is obviously, like, budget art, but it's a one-man project. Of course, he couldn't... I think, based on what I suspect the commercial success of this game is going to be, that he probably could have afforded to invest more into the art, but he couldn't have known that. Anyways, we'll have one fate pack and 1 fate point awarded for getting Omicron. We'll also have the same for Flag Peak. There's their little dance. We've discovered missiles. Using a 2-stage launch process, we could upgrade our rockets to missiles. These would have much greater range and even larger payload capacity than rockets. Sounds good to me. Light mechanized armored infantry. Wow, that sounds really cool. Light armor and mechanized... infantry. Yeah, that sounds good. Here's the first of our Fate Stratagem packs. Got Viewpoint. That one's not that important. Feast, Gladiator. Okay, not that good. Oh, we kind of got screwed in this one. Yeah, we could have done better. Obviously the one I was looking for was the technology. Would have preferred the technology. So with 10 turns, everything more than 9, you just get an X. We have an X. Okay, elite school network grows in power. It seems the number of recent executive appointments have been made in favor of students of an elite school. There's malcontent with the people that a small group is taking so much power. Oh my gosh, we got people all over the board on this one. We either favor government or we favor commerce. It looks like previously we favored commerce. I'd actually like to favor neither. It looks like we will inflict the least amount of total damage on everyone. Actually, honestly, the government one is looking pretty good. Let me go to I actually kind of forget what my profile is looking like here. So, private economy bonus. The next one is population happiness, which is definitely important. And that's actually commerce. It's already available, just not there yet. Worker happiness is strongly not needed, I would say. Bureaucratic points is good, so the only way we want more government is if it gives us central computer. Which would be useful, but I would say opportunism is better. And I think wealthy friends is better than workers' rights. Okay, I'm not objectively stating this, but for me, for my playstyle, I would value wealthy friends like infinitely more than workers' rights. There's very few situations where your workers aren't happy because I pay them a lot. So commerce is kind of the way I would like to go. We're going to piss off the first SHQ, the military research guy, and the economic. Okay, I can't do this. I cannot piss both those people off. They're too important. Advisor's okay to piss off. Supreme Council, he won't be that upset. Model design, -10, but these people really like me, so I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the option which I'd rather not go with. Because it maximizes the happiness of the people I'm most concerned with. Okay, here we go. We're still at 51. Thankfully, that means that we're not at risk of losing. Anyways, with all the new cities and all that, I think it is time for us to have a new organization. And I probably should do Interior Council because I think that'll help us in a lot of ways. But I'm going to go with Applied Science instead. So we'll probably need even more juniors. I'm just going to keep recruiting these guys. They're not that expensive. I'll even get one military, well, one merc. Why not just get a merc? I should be reusing mercs for all the military roles. We have plenty of covert operations cards too. So we have found, by the way, a new. Did I see this last turn? This is a new. So we have here the Castello Republic, and here we have the Minos Empire. I may have saw that last turn, but I didn't pay attention to it. It's definitely on the cards today to move against Castello. So, yep, there we go. We have this. And now the time is, probably it's the time to start adjusting zone borders. And this is just painting. I'm not exactly sure what the algorithm is that allows you or doesn't allow you to grab this territory, but there you have it. So we probably just want to go 6, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can go there as well. I'm going to leave the other parts of this in control of Pacifica because I want to give Pacifica the priority in general. But other than that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we get up to the metal. I won't take the metal directly quite yet, but I mean, this is the limit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll do something like this. I guess I should just take the metal. Nobody else is going to use it, so we'll take it. I mean, I'm the only person who can use that metal, so it's for me. And this is where our new city will be founded. Yeah, I'm sure of it now. So we can leave the zone borders. Actually, we need to go back for zone borders. We have to do the same thing up here. And I counted out the hexes off camera. This is perfectly 6 hexes away from Flag Peak, which is awesome. It's also 6 hexes away from Castello, so it doesn't actually matter which of these two grabs this. But that'll remove the administrative strain from Pacifica. And then if we get... So if we eventually have a new city which takes over this, then Pacifica won't have any problems at all. I also want to take a look at assets. We just have so much to do in this turn. Strap yourselves in, boys. We're in for some chops. Okay, so Bureaucratic Office got 3 turns left. Has got 1 turn left. Rail's got 1 turn left. We really need that rail. I think it did it fully connect? It did not yet. So we'll fully connect this with Sealed Road and 72. We'll also do that with rail. Good. So that's a solid connection between Pacifica and Flag Peak. Unfortunately, the same kind of connection cannot be made right now to Omicron because, I mean, it was nice to have some roads heading that way, but I think ultimately we are going to have a road which leads up here and then goes back down, and I think I nailed it. I think that this dirt road that I'm going to draw right here is probably going to be what we do. This will take 196. That's not bad, so it's 24. We have to go over a river here, which should mean it's 48 plus 36. So it's plus 36. What is that, a 75% increase? Or maybe it's a flat 36 to go over? Anyways, this is, I'm going to do this right away. It's more roads, which means that in theory, if I hit T, I should actually be paying attention to where these roadblocks are and all that. I haven't been doing that, but I mean, I think that because our trucks, we were able to upgrade them, we're not running into any problems right now. So you can see 500 points going that way. We still have 150 points finishing this long line. Yeah, and then Omicron has its own deal going on. I think I would like Omicron, if I could, to build some sealed roads. How many? I shouldn't be doing this willy-nilly. Yeah, we have 296 left. Let's be a little bit cautious because we are building a lot of stuff. I'd like to have enough industrial points to finish some of those things. I don't know. I just don't want to be industrial point limited because I'm over aggressive with the road building. We have a road connecting, so hopefully that's something. They in Omicron do not have a transport. So yeah, we're going to have to build, absolutely going to have to build a truck station here, which means that we're going to be down on fuel. But there's no choice. We have to do it. We'll build a truck station. So that'll branch out its logistics from this area. I don't know what happens when logistics from two areas converges, if it continues to draw the logistics. So if this one's at 2,000 and this one's at 1,000 and they converge, like this one gets down to like 900 here, let's say 500 here. And this one gets down to 600 here. And if it goes down to 400 here and this one at 500 will go down to 400, or it goes down less than 600 obviously. What happens? Does the 600 still deplete itself? Like, does it unnecessarily deplete itself down a path that's already being covered? Or does it stop so no points are being wasted? That's a good question. I haven't checked on that. Anyway, let's get to some of the more of these decisions. I think we have a ton of them. And I'm sure that a lot of these zone decisions are going to be related to the new places we just conquered. We'll also want to take a look at, okay, so military research. It's a good question. I'm seeing a good progress on the tech. How are we doing as far as discoveries go? Okay, so we only discovered missiles. We haven't researched them. That makes sense. What are we researching right now? Cluster bombs. Okay, well, we're researching cluster bombs. It does seem like is our discovery outstripping our research? Should we trim it back a little bit? It's weird. I mean, we have a lot of research which is being done on its own. I can't even tell you if we've ever invested any points into side skirts or radiation filters. We haven't been investing points into power plant, but yet all these things are starting to fill out. I really don't understand the research now. I thought I understood it, but the fact that we have a lot of tech percentage creep in techs I'm not picking is confusing to me. It might be that it's left over after a tech finishes. It's just kind of distributed until you dedicate it to one particular. That's my best guess at this point. So I think we will put it up to 60%. So we can just plow through those. And then, hey, if we end up getting too far ahead on research and we need more discoveries, we switch it back. All right, riots in Flag Peak, plundering in Omicron. This is what I expected. We also have some upgrades, so this becomes a big town. That's good, we'll do that. I don't know if there's a disadvantage or advantage to upgrading these cities before dealing with the riots. I also want to appoint a governor first. So it's good that we have 3 choices. This is really nice. I think honestly these two, Liz Highlander. Okay, Omicron, let me just take a look at the cities. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, so we'll probably want to put a lot of our troops in here and just camp them there to continue to reduce unrest. 2,000 troops, 0 security points. We might want to build some barracks, stuff like that. The problem is that we won't have a whole lot of... Yeah, this is going to be tough. Oh, population happiness increased with 10 points. It diminished by 1 and then by 7 due to unrest, but that's technically positive. What? It's confusing. So, Pacifica's okay. And over here, Flag Peak. Yeah, same thing. They're down to 30. A little bit of danger because, yeah, we are close to Castello. Okay. Well, not ideal. I mean, not too bad. Hopefully we can just control these. Unfortunately, they usually end up spiking your autocracy just when I was getting very comfortable with my meritocracy. So, Omicron. Oh yeah, the size. Size 120, 100. So Omicron's bigger. I'm a little bit worried about Dolores since she doesn't really like me. Let's see what her... Well, she likes meritocracy, so she should like me. Oh, her relation went up last check. Don't really understand it, but we'll appoint her to the other one, so I'll appoint you as Highlander to Omicron. Black Peak, I'll give it to Dolores.
We'll go.
Okay, send in the troops. This always works, makes everyone happy. Otherwise, we can interrogate the plunderers to find the ringleader. Gives us meritocracy, which is good, but it ends up usually failing, and then you end up critically failing, and then unrest just goes up by a ton. I think we're gonna execute the military or militant or autocratic position on both of these, just to guarantee ourselves some time to deal with the problem. If we deal with it for too long, autocracy is gonna take over. So I'm just hoping that... Okay, so this is average 100 versus average 157. Yeah, we're very unlikely to succeed against that one. I thought there's usually an idea. Yeah, okay, so this one actually has an opportunity for us to give them credits to pay them off. We'll do that, because that doesn't have the autocracy penalty, and it doesn't have the risk of failing with the meritocracy. So we'll do this.
We'll go.
Things are going to be a mess with this, because we have a lot of decisions like that. Okay, good. Oh, good, meritocracy. Okay. Enforcement's not that bad. I'm starting to like it more and more. Logistical bonus, it's just fantastic. We need 50% to get to that, but... Ain't it enforcement 40 and 3 turns the highest. I do not understand that. Okay, well, let's go with the meritocracy, but let me actually do the other decision first. Yeah, let's do this. Our troops failed in containing the plunderers, plus... What? Oh, crap. Well, plus 50 is a big number.
Copy that.
So I probably should have put more troops in there first. I didn't realize that. Which I really easily could have done. So we'll start doing that for next turn then. Get all these guys in here. You are going to not get in. You will. I'm essentially just going to put all the infantry in here. No, artillery might as well start making their way over to the other front. Okay, 15, that's still okay. Just trying to decide if it's better to go here or here. It's better to go here. Just a 15 to move off-road, or, you know, if we were here, it would take 10, 20, and 30 to move on the road. So the 3 hexes versus 1, the 1 hex wins. Okay, good. So militia, which we can just send exploring, and we will. Oh, we're we're killing off this. I didn't even realize that we're at war with them. I guess we're at war with them too. So this tank is just gonna have a hard time in the mountains. I don't think we need to. Actually, well, the fact that we're at war with them means that I want to go up here and take that, and then in the next turn, we'll go over here to take that one last hex. And then I'll just come back down and hopefully we can reestablish peace with these guys. I don't really want to go and conquer them. Or do I? I mean, it's really in vogue right now, having taken 2 cities. Maybe I'm just getting the itch for conquering. All right, let's go over here. We have a 1 marauder over there. I do hate marauders. Once you see my multiplayer series with Das Tactic, you'll understand why. Hate them. So I think we'll put these guys into the forest here. We'll get some more intel before we do anything else. Have this guy move there. This guy will be the one to move here. Good. So we actually cut these guys off, which means they'll have to attack, which unfortunately does mean that I need somebody to help defend. Okay, good. So let's do this attack now. Okay, we well, we got 100 of them to retreat. Their readiness has been knocked down a bit. 2 hits. 2 hits is not bad. Ammo-wise, are we doing okay? Just want to make sure. Yeah, we're still doing okay. Good. So we've contained them. We should be able to eliminate them. Okay, no militia there. The artillery probably should go into the city. Okay. So you have 30 movement points, but at least we can attack from 2 sides. Okay, let's attack with these guys. And these guys. Okay. That's going to be our attacking force. We may need some infantry as well. Actually, if you can move up here and attack... I know that we want Flag Peak to be occupied by a lot of infantry. So there is that concern. We do want that to happen. So what I want to do, obviously, I should have vocalized this, but they're not in their city defending. So what I want to do is basically sneak one in. I want to sneak this attack in. And I'm willing to expend this artillery. This might be overkill even, but just get his readiness down.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Okay. Did 107 points of damage to all this stuff, unfortunately, but just needed to do it. How are we looking now? 12 to 1. I'm going to go for it. Because if we take it, we remove the need for us to fight any of the other people. We are losing some... Okay, that's our militia. Machine guns from militia. Only 1. That's not bad. I'll take that. Okay, good. It worked. We won. Alright, good. So let's move everybody in because we're going to have the same riding situation next turn. Yeah, I don't even care about defending the border. Just move people in. These guys should all be gone, so I shouldn't have to worry about them. Have this guy maybe start down here, take that hex, and just be ready to go. Start clearing up the land. This guy can't get into the town. Just in case, I'm pretty sure they all disappear, but just in case they have a chance to attack first. Maybe on their turn they don't just immediately disappear, maybe they first get a chance to reclaim. So just in case that happens, then they decide to attack my artillery. Gonna move somebody to defend that. And then, yeah, as I said, the rest of the people we want in Flag Peak to suppress the rebellions. Except for we could, yeah, move over here and eliminate that guy. What? Oh, it's only... I think it's possible, and I'm going to do it. 86 to 1. Let's take it. There it is. Mission accomplished. Oh, good. That was nice. I don't even need to move in. We're just going to hang out there. We'll move back on the next turn. Pretty exciting. Been 30 minutes just doing one turn, but we got a lot. Unfortunately, now we're gonna have a lot to get, a lot to do. Okay, did I already build here a truck depot? Yes, and likewise over here, we're gonna need one. transport hub. Well, actually, we have this. Well, let's find out what happens when we nationalize this, because we will want to. 6 points. Okay, good. And what happens if I build it up? We don't really want to lose the metal. I mean the oil. What's our oil situation, by the way? One turn left on biofuel. Oh crap. 1 turn means I think we actually have 2 turns left because we're building at 0.99 because of that 1% administrative strain. That is such a killer. Delays everything by 1 turn. I wonder if I could just turn off these, just mothball them both to have 0%. But then we'd lose more oil as well. I don't know. Eventually they're going to be relegated to the different, like, so rezoning, we also want to do that here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is as far as we can go. And so you can see perfectly we get this asset as well. I won't take it yet because I want to build some roads up from here. I want to build a road down like that. So we have 2 paths around the big mountains. One's going to be more direct route to Costello for the Supreme Headquarters. So there'll also be a railroad going this way at some point. And then one's going to be I mean, it's the one we already have. The connection to Flag Peak is the most perfectly efficient railroad that you can build. I just mean the minimum distance. 1 to Costello. Let's see if it moves here. It moves there. Let's kill this. So, yeah, it'll be 1, 2, down, down. So I'll have this road, and then I'll have 1 road like this. So we'll have it'll be a bit messy over here, a lot of congestion, but... and then that will only move 1 railway. There'll probably be a railway here, and then 1 railway up to Minos as well, which we plan on capturing soon. So everything's lining up nicely. So we have some stratagem cards. Maybe these are useful to play. Okay, for example, if any of these are danger, no. But unrest, no. Paranoia, yes. So paranoia, we can just take the lowest population happiness right now, which is probably both of them. Here. Fear is at 10 here, and unrest is at a ungodly 96. Okay, let's put the fear in Flag Peak then. Okay, let's execute it. No, not an Omicron. Oh, it's a random one. Okay, this is why you don't play these things. I forgot that it's random region now. It's not the one you want. In fact, in this case, it was the one I didn't want. So, actually, it may not matter. It's bad there, but I don't think it's any worse. Yeah, it's actually not that bad. It's actually inconsequential. The worst one, I guess, would have been Pacifica, which is the only one it would have actually had an effect on. And Pacifica, yep, is capped at the limit for fear. Okay, so we probably won't be playing those stratagems anymore, but I actually was just thinking about looking at those because we, this gives us money, which we absolutely don't need. Comet drugs, yeah, we don't need any of those. Look at zones. Okay, good. So now we can play zone-specific ones. This is what I should have been doing earlier. I also got to refresh myself. Do we have any demands? Meritocracy get to 72. Oof. 5 rounds left. Well, it's possible. We can start picking up the other ones. Okay, private investment attracts some free folk. These are good options. I think I may even, it's weird, but I may even continue to do this for Pacifica, and then we can convert people to colonists. Anyway, let's see, what do we have here? Eager industrialist, extra level of private light industry for the zone. That is really useful. In fact, that's one that I may even want in Pacifica because what do we have here? Let's go to light, or to the private lab, light industry. So this will actually increase to the next tier, and I think I want that in Pacifica. So let's go ahead and play that. Target Pacifica.
Affirmative.
Good. There it is. Light Industry 2. I think it actually goes up. So yeah, it'll go up to 50 and 30, which is really nice. An increase in, I mean, Light Industry 3 is just insane. 115 IP for free. So that's useful. We don't need Mother Lode. Treasure Hold we don't need. Viewpoint, I guess it's okay to have one. We'll wait one more turn on that. Feast. This is worker population happiness of selected zone increases by a lot. That's useful. This is even better because it's a per turn benefit. Where do we need the arena most? Let's take a look at our 2 different towns. We have no arena here, but we do have a lot of useful things. And Omicron, which is actually has an arena. Now, it's damaged. I want to do this as a test. I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but I'm going to execute it on Omicron to see if this card will heal the existing arena, which I hope it does. It did decrease the total damage. I guess what happened is the damage stayed the same, but the completely inoperable point went up. So it used to be out of 200, and now it's operable up to 400. So that was maybe a good idea. Docile AI is pretty useless. And we also have extra level of Casino. Now Casino may be useful. Let's go over Flag P, Casino. I know we have a casino somewhere. There it is. So this does give quality of life entertainment. Okay. So it's the same kind of thing. We want entertainment. I think we'll put it in... I mean, we'll just divvy it up, right? So we'll put this in Flag Peak. Nope, not that one. This one. Yeah.
Wilco.
Okay, good. That also gave them money, which is quite good. So, I mean, this is going to be like a one-turn video, but there's so much to do right now. I might even need to... I mean, it's good, I guess, to do this at least once on camera, to go through all these minor little things. There's a lot to do when you conquer places. You can see why I don't like conquering places. If you're wondering why I've been like a little hesitant to conquer places, it's because I know how much work it is. I don't want to do all the work because I'm lazy. Alright, movement-wise. I don't want to move places too far where I can't get back. 91, no. 58, and then we'll have some movement points to get back. Perfect. This might be too far. We might still be cut off. Yeah, we will be. So he'll lose a little bit of supplies, but that's fine. We can push in here. Just expand the border 23 more. That's okay. Here. Ooh, what's this? Could it be... Oh, this is perfect. Population happiness +1. We're going for that. In fact, I think we can get to it. I'm going to take my time here, not be too crazy. Got it. Perfect. I didn't want to encounter militia or something, run into them by accident. Ooh, what's this? Derelict Ancient Mech. Military research bonus, also very, very attractive. We might as well expand our border this way, because it's now our rightful territory. And these guys are all going to be cut off next turn, but that's fine. And what I actually want to do here... I'm actually not sure if that's militia or not. I want the militia to take the Picard commune territory. Because otherwise I'm going to have this awkward territory that I can't claim without going to war with them. And I certainly don't want to go to war with them. Not at least for a long time. So I think I'll just back up on this. Be prepared to explore that area next turn. And armor... don't know where it's best for you. I'm going to actually put you in the town just to give us a few more bodies to suppress all the terrible things going on there. So, I don't think... It is also interesting. I will probably do the zone construction next turn. Actually, what I can do to start this is you have to build on an asset. So what I could do is I can either build a rail station or a truck station, but oh my god, that's going to be a lot of... It's going to end up being a lot of... what's it called? Oil that we're spending. Assets, let's go to general. So agriculture, this is working. Now with the water available, we should just, this farm should expand slowly. I think it will. We can always upgrade it to a level 2. How much does that cost? Upkeep will be 1,100 workers. That's not bad. It's 500 right now. It should be slightly double, but we'll get over double food. 2.5 times for not quite 2.5 times the workers. So it is efficient. Maybe I'll just do that. Well, food is actually perfectly fine. In fact, to the point that we actually should sell some of these things. We have a lot of metal. Let's sell 1,000 of it. It's insane. Well, I mean, we did spend a lot of money. 1,400, that's just... No, we're not going to sell them. Well, we'll sell 800. Okay. Sell.
Yes, sir. Roger that.
And we actually have a ton of food, so I need to sell this even more. 2,000 should be sufficient. Okay. That's so much money.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
We don't want to sell any of these things. In fact, we may want to buy them. Machines are only 160. Still pretty expensive, obviously, but we are just rolling in the money now. I might just go ahead and buy rare metals. We're just not getting any of them. And I may end up buying some oil as well. So I think I bought last turn, but
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
I might also buy some more. Let's do maybe 400. Should keep us going. It's just an emergency measure. Yeah, leaves us at 4,400 after all that, which is a good number. Obviously pretty good. So that's it. The one turn we've got done in this. I mean, look, there's a lot to do. Just let me know if you in the comments below if you want to see this stuff done off camera next time, as in I can just come back in with a summary. Yeah, so I think I will want to end the turn here. I'll do a quick cut to see if there's anything I'm missing. And then what I want to do is make sure that we get this territory. So, okay, there's really nothing else to do except for one thing. I did have this card down here, which is Happy Family. Increases my relation with the leader, +2 a return. I actually do want to use this against my, on my economic council advisor, director. His relation is 82, and this is after a couple of boosts this turn. He's probably the most important advisor or director or whatever I have for the moment. So I'm going to spend some fate points to just hopefully continue to boost basically our relation. Because again, the more they like you, the better they work, and has the most responsibility right now. Gives leader +10 bonus on his or her charisma roll. I probably should just double up. I mean, usually if you just snowball a character, it gives leader +40 modifier on personal combat skill. It's not quite as important. I guess this is important for our, military people. Obviously, this one's more important for the military stuff as well. And yeah, we can do bonuses, which will also make people happy, but it can also affect them in negative ways, give them egos, stuff like that. I've never tried using a mountaineering team. I should probably try that off camera. I mean, I guess both of these are the same. Spotter drones, I think I've used them once and it wasn't that impressive. It just puts a separate unit spotter drone, which gives you recon, lots of recon. I did this on my artillery, which was a good call. I think that's probably the best way to use them. So, unless I'm not remembering correctly. Attract free folk. Yeah, we'll save all these for the next turn. Archaeological effort. So, I mean, look, that's just one example of his skill check. It's a science skill roll, but I think it goes up with his relation to you. He's actually got a really good chance of succeeding in this one. I won't do that one quite yet, because we do have prospecting, which was gone up, and it'll be interesting to see what we end up finding. I don't see anything yet, but hopefully the new territory that we're now conquering will provide some additional resources. Oil. Please, oil. I can't even cough. It's just that. Okay, so I'll cut away and we'll see what the new turn holds. By the way, I didn't think I even looked at the history from last turn. I didn't myself. Okay, there, and then that. He goes all the way down here because we know where he ends up. And that's it. Okay, good. So let me cut away here and we'll see what the new turn looks like. Actually, I'll just do it in the next video because we're already way over on time. So until the next one, thanks for watching and take care.